All right, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Seasonal 2026, Week 2. We got Oceanic Ocelots going up against Glows here on Mortain, fighting over Southern Roadblock. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so I got these, especially with these filters, it does seem to make a difference. Looks a little less foggy, right? So we'll go ahead and leave the filter on. Trucks coming across for Oceanic Ocelots over here. Cortex down below us. Tank, right? Yeah, tank. Yep, Stewart coming across. Over here, looks like one of the tanks. Nope, truck. AT on top. AT on top of all the trucks. Now, Southern Roadblock does favor the Americans quite a bit. It's much closer to their side, but there was a little bit of cap pressure going on for Glows. They managed to get a few trucks into the circle fast. We got rounds landing way deep. SPA round right on top of that truck. Got itself at least a few kills. Vehicles pushing through here on the south side. Running into the Lukes over here with the Greyhound. Greyhound now shoots up in the back. That truck went down. There is a squad making its way into the center up there on the north side. P4 now pulling up down here on the south side. I don't know. It looks like there might have been a couple of guys into that truck. The Lukes just caught a rocket from ends right there. Stewart on the road about to get caught by the P4. He's running. Some more spawn-ins. He is safe from the P4. What am I hearing below me? That's the Greyhound still driving around. Blows up the truck. Luke's might be going for the truck. I don't know. I'm thinking this Greyhound might be able to destroy this Luke's if he plays it right. He also looks like he's going for the Garrison back here, which is right there. Forbidding looking to get him with the AT rocket. About half capped on the point here. Forbidding coming around. He's chasing. Does he not have rockets? He's a satchel. Oh no, you're trying to satchel a Greyhound. They still have not found... Oh, that's a body. I thought that was the Garrison. They must have got the Garrison then. Well, here comes the Lukes. He's going to drive away. Now the Lukes is coming. What a distraction he just caused. Let's take a quick look at the maps. Oceanic Ocelots has a pretty stable looking line. There was somebody back here behind with the light tank. Just went down for Glows up here in the center. Glows has a decent looking push going on right here. But Oceanic Ocelots with a nice strong start. Pushed through down here on the south side. They are taking some casualties over here. Here comes the Greyhound again. Coming up from behind, getting itself some kills. Is that the Stewart? Stewart all the way around behind, trying to get some shots on the Lukes, getting himself caught on the hedge. The Lukes is caught as well. I think that Lukes might have a hard time with this exchange. There goes the Lukes to the Stewart. Nice kill. Nice kill, guys. Greyhound coming up behind. There is the capture for Oceanic Ocelots. Did anybody else just see that, like, weird angle on that round? It, like, bounced back like it ricocheted for a second. Now, was that back here? Are they using an SPA? Or are they using artillery? It looks like they're using an SPA. I don't see anybody on the guns. There it is. They are using an SPA, so... SPA for both of them. SPIs are allowed in this tournament, and they can be destroyed. Greyhound pushing up. All right. There, it did it again. Did anybody see that weird... Like, I'm sure it's just some sort of glitch with the game, but I kind of want to watch for a second. Oceanic Ocelots doing pretty good. You can see they got a nice looking line, so they'll be stable for a minute. I want to wait and watch for another SPA round to come in, because I want to see this. That is weird looking. Oceanic Ocelot rounds are doing just fine. I think that was the Greyhound. Yeah, because there's the Stewart coming around. I think that was the Greyhound just went down over there. Wait for this SPA to shoot again. Come on, shoot again. I know you guys saw that the second time, the weird looking ricochet shot. He's not shooting at nothing now. It's not even in the truck. We'll keep watching. There'll be more. Maybe it was just some weird glitch he was having on that part of the map, too. You never know. But, man, that was weird looking. Marking guys. They do have some guys around here on the backside. There's a little bit of spreading going around. Glows has a nice position up here on the church. Might be able to get a nice flank going on up here. The Reaper goes down to Ham. Spectre up here by himself. Yeah, Glow's pretty nice position. Here comes another squad for Oceanic Ocelots coming on the backside, pushing in on the north side of the church. There is still a few guys here for Oceanic Ocelots pushing Glows out. But Glows is trying to swing around, get around through, and come down on the backside of roadblock. It's hard to do because you can't get your OPs up back here. Americans have a huge advantage with the location of the middle point on this map. Over here in the center, Glows has a pretty nice little buildup going on just by the SPA. I still want him to shoot again. Is he not? He is in the tank. How come they can't do that with all the tanks where you can see his icon above it? So that you can see him without having to point straight at him. That's a really nice feature. I always hate that about the tanks. They're hard to find on the map sometimes unless you actually look for them. Like there's a medium down here in the south I wouldn't have even really known because I can't see it very well. P4 pulling up down here on the south side though with a huge spawn in on the garrison. Looks like Glow's getting ready to try and push this south flank. I'm going to wonder if that SPA is going to direct some of his rounds this way too. P4 hanging back. He has not showed his hand yet. I don't think they realize that P4 is there just yet. Thought I just heard a bombing run. No, must have been supplies. There's some shooting going on here. Rafiki just holding on to this hedge line here by himself. SPA rounds going out from Oceanic Ocelots, that sounded like. There goes Rafiki. He's pushing up. Comes around the corner just as Zhang pushes the other way. P4 is still back here. He's using his machine guns, though. Still identifiable. Rocket comes out from Rafiki. Gets the infantry, not the garrison. Can he get this rocket shot? I'm not even 100% sure if he can see it. Oh, he gets taken down by Faded, who saw him through the smoke. Not a whole lot going down here on the south side for Oceanic Ocelots. We are still pretty far away from the point, but they have lost quite a few of the defenders. Take a quick look at the map. There is some guys over on the backside assaulting the SPA, including Dolman, who isn't shooting it with rockets, so I'm going to assume there is indeed a satchel on the SPA. I guess I won't get to see his weird rounds. I haven't even seen him shoot. There he goes. Oh, that round looked normal. And there goes the SPA. Yeah, I don't know what was up with those weird rounds. Flames coming out from Barbershop. Gets taken down by, I think, Dr. Osama while trying to light Grillcock Supreme on fire. There is a squad leader for Glows that has managed to make it around to the back side. Right behind the medium tank here. Lemon Cloud looking for him. Nadaj. Eyes on the tank. I don't see an OP. He's probably looking to set his OP up here. Is that the SPA? It is the SPA. I thought it was the medium. It is so much easier to spot the German SPA. If it wasn't for the paint, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Rounds going out from the SPA. Swing and a miss. Nothing over there. Let's take another quick look at the map with the exception of Papa Squad down here. And Dodge is the only real infiltrator. There is some guys swinging very wide out here. That's Recon, actually. There is another squad leader, but for the most part, Oceanic Ocelots with a nice looking line from the point all the way up to the church. Let's go quick over here to Recon Camp. There was a couple guys that were starting to slip through. They are being cleaned up. Glows has pulled a couple of guys back. Looking pretty solid on their back line. They've got nice spawn spread so that they can see the infiltrations. And they're pushing out down here on the south side. Now, Dadaj does have some spawn-ins coming in down here on this over here on the back side. And that was an AT I just saw. Yeah, he's trying to get rounds on the SPA. 76 just went past at the same time, too. Where'd he go? Where you going, Big Shrimp? Is he looking for the garrison? He's going for the garrison. Possibly the more valuable target? Hard to say. Alright, here he goes. SBA. He's going right up to it. That's one hit. Here comes Torin. Did Torin see him? He did indeed. But Nadaj is still over there with his OP. The SBA is going to pull back, probably try and repair up. Maybe, I don't know, he's looking. They're definitely looking for him. Torin taking some shots at, Nadaj taking some shots at Torin. Torin shoots at him with his rocket. Not sure who cleaned him up. That will be the end of the threat back there on the backside of Oceanic Ocelots. So Dog Squad has made their way a little closer up there by the church, but they're looking really strong right now. Most of the action's happening down here on the south side. Let's head up the north towards the church. This is going to be Glow's best bet for breaking through here. If they can take control of the church, they can spread some guys out this way and down this way. They can start hitting the front door and the back door at the same time, take control of the road. If they can take control of this field, if they can get guys down here on the south side, take control of this field. The field itself isn't very useful, but, you know, they can move around a lot easier and push their reinforcements up faster. Oceanic Ocelots, though, reacting to this threat of them holding the church. Don't want to let them get any MGs and sharpshooters set up on these rocks. Come Siri pushing up the hedge over here. It's just some cat and mouse going on up over here. I think a lot of the main pressure is just coming over here on the front door, right here by this building, as Gang and T. Gang gets... Oh, he's in the hedge. I see. So Gang got Fader. T was looking for him. Oh, Gang stood up and got taken down by Daddy. More SBA rounds coming in for Glows. Long-range tank rounds hitting some of these guys now. Oh, what was that? There is now a tank, a P4, up by the church. Glows has taken control of the church for the most part. They're still being contested, but they got a tank up here shooting down across, hitting this front door position, supporting this push on the front door. Gang pushing back up. He's trying to keep it locked down. Rockets coming across from Double? I don't know. I couldn't quite see it. Gurcock Supreme gets blown to pieces after being killed. Glows starting to take control of the front door down here in the south. Glows is still pushing pretty hard. There's quite a few Oceanic Ocelots pushing up to meet them. Pretty sure that was an Ocelot SBA round. Still covering the south. There is a tank. Looks like a Tiger shooting across. Now, we know there was a 76. Where did that 76 go? I did just see him down the south side. So that is the tank that Oceanic Ocelot has been shooting with from over here. The SBA is over here as well. I just flew over him. There he is. 76 over here, and he is dueling it out with that Tiger. They're just like shooting through the trees. I saw that round land. I think he might have even taken out that repair station right there. I don't know if they were shooting blind through the tree or what. Tiger has... What's this? Hold on. There's two tanks over here now. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on with the tanks. So we got two tanks down here, one tank up here, a 76 down here, a truck coming up. Is that the only tank? There's a recon tank up here by the church, dueling it out with the medium. I mean, where'd the medium go? I want to see what his plan is. I saw him repositioning. Wait. Where'd he go? Did he blow up? The heck? Wasn't he right here? He must have blown up. I didn't see the explosion, but okay. So P4 down. Am I blind? Like, goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, the big push coming out down here on the south side, though. There is some intermixing going on between the two teams, but there has been a number of guys for glows that have broken through. Down here on the south side, the 76 is pretty damaged. It's hard to see the tank engagements on Mortain. Ooh, Heavy goes down to Fart. T running in. The 76 sees the threat. There are no ATs here. Bombing run coming across this south side. These guys are making it up close. Fart coming around, killing the guys on the crew. He can't do anything. He's a rifleman, but he can still scare the crap out of them, make them think they've been satcheled. Oceanic Ocelot is getting some kills down here on the south side, so they're keeping this under control. Looks like the bombing run cleaned up the garrison, but Glow's starting to break through the center now. They've made it past the houses. They're moving up to the final hedgerow. The final trench line, as it is. If you will. I don't know how to talk. Pretend I do, though. Look at the Greyhound. Is this that same Greyhound from the start? No, I'm pretty sure we saw it get destroyed. And there, we definitely saw it get destroyed. Now, nice shooting by... Who just did that? Stewart? No. I don't know. Somebody killed it. It's gone. This battle's moving too fast for me to see what's happening. It does look like Glows is contesting the church against still quite a few Oceanic Ocelots guys up there, but I think the biggest threat right now to Oceanic Ocelots is right here in the center. You've got Bear and Fader pushing right down. Bear goes down to Scooby-Doo. Fader holding up in the hedges, catching rockets, but surviving. Oceanic Ocelot's holding pretty strong here. They pushed this back pretty good, but it's still there. They're still under threat. Now there is another tank here. Looks like a light Stewart. Yeah, we did just see it a minute ago, didn't we? So there is a Stewart up here holding down this road. SPA shooting rounds directly in front of their guys. Flare's going up there, down there on the south side, but yeah, Glows is pushed right up to this house. I think they're gonna break through. This is probably gonna be one of their best bets. If they can take this house, they can start spreading out, pushing one squad down this hedge and one squad down this hedge, and whichever one breaks through first. There goes Fart, making his way up the hedgerow, gets taken down by Lemon Cloud. Unbelievable. Now holds up in the hedges back there. Gets taken out. Headshot. Now up here at the church, it does look like Glows is still slipping through here. They're slipping into the open field, but they don't control the high ground. Ham and Stormy coming around the backside trying to clear this out. It's just a couple of guys, though. They can only do so much. Garrisons and OPs are lit up. Stormy is exposed. Sees the garrison. Gets taken out, but seen the garrison. Now they know where it is. Should be garrison markers on there. I forget. I can't see them, but there should be. Early Apex trying to push up in there. Should have an OP nearby. Yep, just behind. So maybe push some guys up here and try and clear out this garrison. Oh, two Reapers spotted him in the bush. Oceanic Ocelots pushing down from the top of the hill, clearing out the Glows. Like I said, got to control that high ground. Looks like Glows has pushed out and managed to clear out a good portion of the front door, but Glows is still holding on to the house. Taking some casualties from Scooby-Doo over there, hiding in the bushes, though. Just hiding. Well, figures I'd lock on for a cool shot. Oh, there comes Rowdy too. Yeah, as soon as I let go, Scooby-Doo gets smoked by Rowdy. Calling in the arty on this south push. Glows just holding their tanks back. I feel like they could be a little more aggressive with their tanks down here on the south side, but have they lost? No, what happened to the Tiger? Did the 76 beat the Tiger in a duel? Did I miss that? It looks like it. Either that, or it got hit with a precision strike that I missed, but I'm thinking the 76 beat him in a duel, so that was probably why he was damaged before. 76 keeping this locked down for Oceanic Ocelots. Pretty big wave of troops coming in down here on the south side, though. It's so hard to see anything on Mortain. Both casting and playing. Snake holding out in the bush, manages to get not Jared as soon as he comes around a corner. Night Stalker pushing up. Here comes Biz. They will run right into each other, and Night Stalker wins the exchange. I would like to catch a good tank engagement. They're so hard to see. I don't think he's able to engage the 76. I'm not even sure he would want to. There's the SPA for the Germans pushing up. With the Lukes right behind him in position to protect him. I've never used the SPA. Does he show up? Did he show up because he switched into like artillery mode? Is that how it works? You gotta switch into artillery mode? I've never used it. Comes the Stuart pushing up. Running over ATs. Oh, the SPA's taking shots at him. Rocket comes across, spins him completely around. Here comes the Lukes. Oh, it doesn't matter. He got taken out. Get out of the damn trees. Glows moving bush to bush, trying to find the angles. Kim Jong gets taken out by Fizzer from way downtown. I mean, I guess it's not that far, but he got him. Here comes the P4 pushing up. Comes Thundercock with his AT, though. One. There's one. Takes like 3 to the ass, though, right? That's 2. 76 is chasing. Boom! There goes the P4. He caused a little bit of a distraction, but I mean, not really. There's quite a few Oceanic Ocelots guys here in position. Their line still looks pretty strong. They're not holding the church as well, and you can see S squad leader making his way towards the garrison. I think Cortex just spawned in. Should be able to see him coming. Definitely has that garrison lit up. Here comes Fragger. There's the garrison. Here goes Fragger making his approach. Gets lit up by Cortex, who does not get the kill. Does he bleed out? I did see some hits. Hey, they got him. The garrison's still alive. Nice. Well played, boys. Did they lose? They did lose the garrison by the church. So, I mean, that's not overly surprising. They had eyes at it. Once they know where the garrison is, they're going to get it. It's only a matter of time. Does look like Glows has taken control of the church. Oceanic Ocelot still contesting. I've seen a lot of pushing coming down here on the south side now. Trying to force their way in. Oceanic Ocelots moving some guys out to meet the attack. This 76 below us is still locking down this road. There is a tank right there, but it's just a Lukes. The SPA is right there. I don't know if he's shooting smokes in front of the 76. He's smoking up the 76 so that he can't see. Repurpose on the back of the SPA. Not much he can do as a squad leader, but he could put an OP nearby and bring in an AT. That's definitely something that could be done. Down here in the south, things are looking pretty stable for Oceanic Ocelots. There's 2 tanks down here now. A medium and a heavy just behind, backing him up. Does look like Glows is starting to swing down through the north, though. They hold the high ground. Now that they hold the high ground, they can just push through this field with, well, less fear. They do have a couple of guys swinging around the backside, though. Both of them possibly with the ability of destroying this tank. I don't know if that assaultman has a satchel or not, but I would bet he does. It seems like they're trying to make their way to the 76. Here comes Cortex from behind. He didn't see him. Oh, come on. Can you hear that? Yeah, you could hear that. You didn't hear those footsteps, Cortex? Turn your headset up, bud. I'm just messing. That guy was pretty close, though. I heard the footsteps, and I was further away than you were, so... Gas mask making its way up, gets taken out. Dank Nugs and T making their way forward. Looks like T is trying to cover Dank Nugs as he makes his approach to the tank. Dank Nugs gets blasted by the 76, who is aware. T comes around the corner, but it doesn't really matter. There's only so much he'll be able to do, maybe clearing out a couple guys. What happened to that SPA now? There is a Tiger making its way up the door. There's the SPA. The Tiger catches a hit, returns the favor. He's trying to back off, should be able to catch another round. Oh, boom! And the Tiger goes down. SPA feels a little far forward. I'm hearing some ricochets going on back here. I'm not sure what's being ricocheted. The P4 is pushing up. Catching some rockets from behind. Looks like he's trying to get on this 76. Comes a wolf collar trying to get around behind the 76. 76 is still completely safe. Here comes the P4 around the backside. Dolman looking to get a rocket into him. Clampus jumps out trying to keep his tank alive. Gets taken down. There is still 2 crew members. The 76 is following him. He's hit. He's still alive. He's actually going to get past the 76. No way. No way. Okay, he went too far. Now they both turning their guns. The 76 is going to get the No! He got him! I thought the 76 was going to get the shot off first. 76 goes down to a P4. Nice shooting, Big Bear. Lucky bastard. Yeah, he even caught, like, several rocket rounds and everything. He comes reversed. Finishing him off. But that was a tank well spent. Oceanic Ocelots now pushing out. I think the tanks have kind of been reset now. This SPA is just like out front. Just shooting point blank. I guess they're having a hard time getting an angle on him, though, because he's been sitting there for a few minutes, and you can see they've either got to run across the field and be exposed to all of this, or they've got to come up the front door, which Glows has been holding. So as awkward of a position that SPA seems to be in, he's fairly safe. Glows has complete control of the church now. They're spreading out in the north. Looks like they're trying to swing their guys down and around while still pushing the front door. $76, right? Is that still a 76? No, it's a medium. So a medium down here on the south side, keeping this locked down. Still, tank's a tank. All right, where is... okay, so there is still a heavy down here, yeah. All right, so heavy, medium. Yeah, Oceanic Ocelots looking really strong down here in the south, especially with both those tanks. So let's go back up here. I think they need to... They're probably going to start focusing on trying to clear the church back out again, would be my guess. A couple of guys pushing up this way. Here comes Dank Nugs down the hedgerow, about to run into Dolman, who just went around the other side. Dolman gets fragger and then gets taken out. Dank Nugs goes down as well. Players going off behind me. Recon's going over. Oceanic Ocelots still looking pretty good with their line, but they're not nearly as far forward as they were. They're slowly being marched backwards, so we'll see how well they rally. There's quite a few guys coming out here on the north side. Looks like they're going to try and swing through and take back control of the church. Easier said than done, though, because they either have to push through these tents, which is pretty exposed, and being spawned in. Ooh, King of Wings coming around the corner. Gets them both. There's the OP. The OP burns. And a new one goes up. One small step forward for Oceanic Ocelots up on the north side. Ricochet's going off the front of the tank from gas mask. More rockets coming across. Not really sure what that one was going for. Definitely not the tank. Another spawn in right there, though. Oceanic Ocelots is actually pushing past these guys. Or were until they cleaned them up. Maybe they noticed the spawn, but there's definitely some guys pushing this way now. Perpy's pushing straight towards where that OP is. Oh! Got taken down. Grenades going off over here. I think that is where the OP is. I thought I saw it for a second. I definitely don't hear it anymore. Fragger trying to bandage himself up and survive so he can get his OP back up. Probably just lay low for the next minute or so. Let everybody run past him. There is a Luke's coming around. Possibly looking for the garrison. No garrisons here, though. He might pop a couple OPs, but he's on the road, so... Those OPs are just far enough away from the road that he's not popping them. Yeah, you can see it back there. So, ATs. Where are the ATs? There's Spectre right there. Spectre? Where'd you go? Stopped caring, I guess. Looks like he ran the other way. Okay, so the Luke's is actually going to slip through. Flare going up. Torin maybe heading that way to meet it. Be a second before the Luke's gets here. Let's take a quick look at the map, see what's going on. The Luke's is actually being chased by the medium while Torin is waiting for it. Go back the other way, Torin. Oh, you can jump the hedge right there. I didn't know that. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, there goes the engine. Grapapa gets taken out, but that is a dead in the water Luke's with a medium heading straight towards it. I don't know, Luke's. I don't know if you're gonna survive this one. Yeah, I don't think Big Bear just stayed in the turret. I think the engine was destroyed, so he couldn't have even jumped in the driver's seat. So yeah, there's a dead Luke's. The medium can go ahead and reposition himself, probably right here on the road somewhere, unless he heads back up towards the church. But Oceanic Ocelots pushing out a little bit. This 76 down here on the south side, keeping them completely locked down. Is this that other medium? I think it is. Yes, it is indeed. The other medium's now moved north a little bit and is holding this position just outside the circle, helping Oceanic Ocelots push back up and take back control of this house. Very important position. Girlcock Spring gets taken out by Fader. Hiding over here behind these trees. You got a weapon glitch? You sure do. The FG almost always is a weapon glitch. Dr. Osama pushing out, trying to take out Fader. They dueling. What do we got going on over here? Somebody's up there. No, that's a truck. No. That's a truck, right? Is that where it's coming from? Oh, it's over there. It's right there. And that actually kind of looks like an AT gun. It is indeed an AT gun, yeah. Looks like he's having a hard time hitting it. That's probably why. He probably thinks he's shooting with a dueling with a tank. All right, so making good use of this AT gun back here, forcing that 76 out of position. Looks like they're trying to push down here as well and cover that AT gun, which might be being mistaked for a tank, which gives them a chance to reposition some tanks. Here comes that other medium pushing across up there on the north side. Keeping that house on the front door locked down. There's 3 tanks here. Keeping this locked down for Oceanic Ocelots, making sure that Glows is not able to take the center down here in the south. They're still pushing pretty hard. There is still this one squad up here in the Dodge who killed the guy on the garrison, but isn't pushing it, so maybe doesn't quite see it. I'm not sure. It's definitely looking that way, though, so he's camping, maybe? Probably camping the garrison so that he can push some guys up to destroy it. I think I just saw a rocket go across over there. I did indeed just see a rocket go across up over here that destroyed the garrison. Oceanic Ocelots pushing out up here on the north side, but they're got a squad around them on the back side. They need to be careful. They're getting very aggressive, wanting to capture this 4th point, and they got some guys behind them. They need some backline clearance going on right now. They lost a garrison. They lost a commander. They're losing some of their reinforcements back here. It's just a squad, but it can get dangerous fast if you're not careful. The distraction that he causes can cause your entire front line to collapse. I think he's dueling it out with that AT gun again. He is indeed. You can't even see it. Over here somewhere. You can just see rounds coming through the trees right here. It's a... Man, that poor 76, they don't know what they're dueling with, I don't think. That AT gun's got them locked down. They don't realize it's an AT gun, so I don't think they realize that they could probably just reposition. That they are specifically targeting that location. They have a repair station down here, I'm guessing. Yes, indeed, they do have a repair station. That 76 would be alright, just back off, repair up. Yeah, he might need to find a new position. He's been there like the whole match, so. Maybe not the whole match, but for a long time. Make sure I got all my stuff going in the background. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. 47 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Pretty nice push going on up here. They do have this medium tank up here. Crew members out repairing it up. I think they're just 2-manning it down there. Here comes, is that? No, that's another medium. So 2 mediums and a 76 down here. Another 76 on the backside. 4 tanks locking out down the point. This infiltration on the backside has been completely cleaned up. Glows trying to push down from the north again. But Oceanic Ocelots, while I was on the map just now, looked pretty strong. They got quite a few guys up here on the north. Looks like they're trying to get a position to push on recon camp. Don't want to get over aggressive though. They got to make sure they keep plenty of defenders back here. This tank keeping the front locked down. Say woo, repairing that up, making sure that tank stays alive. They need this extra firepower to keep their points locked down, especially if they're going to push infantry up over here to attack. Most of their firepower is right here in the center though. They still got that AT gun rolling. They sure do. That AT gun is still going strong back there for Glow, shooting across. The 76 still in his position. And immediately starts catching rounds from the AT gun. And here he goes. He's going to reposition. He knows that position is compromised. Doesn't know what he's getting hit by. He just knows he gets hit every time he peeks. So, good time to reposition. He's actually shooting up towards the house. The other medium is backed up a little bit. But between the two of them, they've got it covered, I think. Another push coming down here on the south side for Glows. Both sides taking a number of casualties. Alright, Pfizer. Show us how it's done with the BAR. Grenades going off right in his face, but he's perfectly safe. Not. Jared comes around the back side. I think he got taken out by Night Stalker from the north. There's really not much down here at all anymore. Did they lose their spawn? Oh, yeah, their spawn is further back, so... Does look like Glows is trying to push this north side pretty hard again. They want to push up and take back control of this church. This northern flank has been their best attack so far as they keep slipping squad leaders around the back side. Fortunately for Oceanic Ocelots, they've been using good garrison spread, good spawn spread to keep an eye on their back line. Truebird and Viking on either side of the church. Truebird goes down. I can hear these tanks just going to town back here, just blasting away. A lot of spawn-ins over there. I see 4 squad leaders for Glows, so it looks like they're getting ready to try and set up a push down here on the south side if they can get into position. Nobody pushing up close. Gets taken down. Handful of guys pushing along the south edge of the map. There goes Pfizer pushing up to meet him with that BAR. Gets 1, gets 2. It's all up to you, Barbershop. Snake got himself a kill just now. Not Jared pushing up again. These tanks keeping it locked down. Take another quick look at the map. Oceanic Ocelot's been holding this same line for a long time now. As long as they can keep their back line, as long as they can keep Glows from slipping around. They've been holding the front very well. As long as they can keep Glows from slipping squads around them, they'd be doing all right. 43 minutes now. We're past the halfway mark. SBA rounds coming down at the church. Looks like Glows wants to clear this out. Got another Luke's pushing up as well. Just don't get stuck. Siri with the rocket gets taken down by the infantry. Luke's driving through, blasting away. Actually did that Luke's actually did wonders for helping these guys push up through the church, and there's actually a meter pushing up here as well, so Glow's looking to take control of the church completely. I think they want to take this position and force an attack from up here. Got some more spawn-ins for Oceanic Ocelots there. Here comes the P4 pushing in. He's just holding and looking across. Was that a rocket that just hit him? Almost looked like he got hit by a friendly SBA round. There's more SBA rounds. They're gonna have to be careful. They don't want to get caught by friendly fire on that thing. Right here in the very center of the line. Oceanic Ocelot starting to push out. They've got one of their medium tanks pushing up, making an attack. Getting shot in the back, though. They're pushing past these guys. hard to clear everything on Mortain, man. There's dudes in every bush. Bart gets taken down. Nobody gets blasted in the face with a rocket. Lemon Cloud pushing up. He's actually heading south. He's going to swing down and around, clear out some of these spawns. There's Fader. Ooh. There goes an OP. I just want to see one kill in this this first person. There we go. He gets cat. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Lemon Cloud, for getting a kill for me in the first person. That's all I wanted. Yeah, back down over here in the south, things are looking real strong. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on up here? Got the medium, couple of mediums dueling it out here. And there he goes. The medium gets the P4. Song guy gets taken down by Barbershop, but not before the tank is destroyed. Pretty decent push going on over here at Recon Camp as well. They actually had it about a quarter of the way capped. I don't think it was ever really in danger, but they did manage to get some guys up in the circle, still put the pressure on. Them apples is right up in it. Get a couple more spawn-ins if we get pressure on, but I would wager there's going to be some fallback. Here comes the SPA. I don't know if he plans on using that thing like a tank, but here comes the SPA. Yeah, they got this pulled back, looking pretty good for glows over here. Has allowed Oceanic Ocelots to push out in the front a little bit, but they still don't control the church, and goodness. Wicked Grin has put his OP directly next to the garrison. You got Mirage just looking for him. Oceanic Ocelots tanks are doing fantastic today. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. I think I just cursed them, but Glows has managed to push up to this next section of the hedgerows down here. So they're making a little bit of progress down here in the south, but they're still a long ways from the circle. Now, if Kim Jong can make his way over here, get an OP up, start bringing some squads in, they can they're putting a little pressure on down here on the south side, but they're going to draw a lot of attention. Maybe it'll be the distraction they need. I'm hearing ricochets. I think it was maybe here. Yeah, you're looking pretty hurt. You were dueling with something. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, there is a Tiger back here. Another medium pushing across. A medium up here. And a Recon coming down from the north. Glow's pushing that north side really hard. Is that the medium? It is another medium. Now, I didn't see what happened to that medium that was over here for the Allies, but I'm going to guess he didn't live too much longer after his kill. He was hurt, and he'd been on the field for a while, so he probably needed ammo anyways. Rockets coming across, swinging a miss from Lemon Cloud at the P4 there. And you got Gang up there, is all up in it by himself. I'm concerned that Oceanic Ocelots pushed a little too hard there. They're going to have to rally. They're being pressed really hard up here by the church. They still got their garrison up. There goes the Puma around the backside. Comrade, he's stopped. There's the rocket. He's hit. Not going to be enough, though. He's stuck again. Comrade, he got stuck twice for you, man. That would have been free if they hadn't have made the Pumas and Greyhounds so much harder to kill. I watched one take 3 rockets the other day. A Puma, 3 rockets. No ricochets, just straight up 3 rockets. That was a ricochet, but making his way through. Hey, maybe he'll find some garrisons back here. They did lose that garrison. It does look like Romeo Squad managed to take out that garrison. He's right on top of this garrison here. I don't know if he saw it. There's the medium. He's going for it. Swing and a miss from the medium. He's going to come around the corner. He sees it. And he got taken out by the medium before he could take the shot. Nice. Nice kill there, guys. Managed to save the garrison. South is still looking pretty strong. A lot of tank fire coming from down here. There's the SPA rounds coming out as well. Oceanic Ocelots still looking really strong down here on the south side. It's this north side. That's where they're getting pushed the hardest. Glow's trying desperately to take and hold the church so that they can push around that flank attack. Taking lots of casualties. Daddy just holding up in the rocks there. They're just flanking around him too. They don't know he's there, but they don't care. They're just moving around him. Perpy and Truebird pushing up. Flares going off for Glows. Do they have garrison up here? Just OPs? A lot of OPs. Tanks as well. Looks like they got a P4 and a Luke's. 2 P4s? 2 P4s up here. Couple of 2-mans. Alright. See, this is why Mortain sucks. Like, I just want to follow these guys with low and slow cam, and I'm just moving through the damn trees. Siri hanging low. Here comes T. Siri gets blasted by the next P4. Perpy waiting. He's going. He gets blasted by the next P4. I don't think they realize there's 2 tanks just working together. Here comes Nana. Nana looking to get the satchel on. P4s are too fast these days. Gets shot in the head. There's the other P4 is actually circled around. Took a rocket though. Ooh, big SPA hit there, clearing a couple guys. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel like the SPA isn't as effective. I feel like I see a lot more arty deaths with the traditional arty. But I could be wrong. Let me look over at the kills feed and see what that says. Oh, the medium goes down to the P4 who catches a few rockets. Oh, let's see. SPA is top kills, so somebody's doing it right. That's the P4 trying to back out of there. Nadaj pushing up, trying to protect his tank. Supply truck driving through as well. Nadaj ran straight past Comrade. Got shot in the back by Comrade. Can he get this P4? His P4 is a problem for them. I don't think that P4 is going to live. He's pretty damaged. He's got a lot of ATs coming for his ass. There he is taking hits right now. Taking rockets from all directions and the P4 goes down. Things are still looking pretty stable down here in the south. Oceanic Ocelots has pushed out the front door just a little bit here on the north side. 76 still holding. Couple of Glows guys slipping through though. Rowdy taking some shots across, moving up. Dr. Osama looking. Here comes Fart. Rowdy's got his boys. Fart gets destroyed. Grenades going out from Dr. Osama. The 76 is catching rounds into the top of his tank. Not even 100% sure who just did that. Could have been the AT gun again for all I know. Oh, Tiger over there. Okay. There's the SPA as well too, so. Repairing up to 76, infantry moving up. The garrison is clear, but they know the infantry is fairly close. Great, big, huge gap in their center here, and Faded is moving his way right through it. Now, Davism might spot him, but Davism he's like a tank commander, so I don't know that he's necessarily looking for Faded, who's making his way right through this center. Nobody sees him. He's slipping in. There's almost nobody. Okay, here comes Girl Cock Supremes pushing up. It's up to you. Literally, if you die, Faded will be able to get into position. You're moving right past him. You have no idea that Faded is right there. He watched you run past, held his shot. Girl Cock Scream goes down to Faded. Was not gonna be able to hold that shot. Does Cortex look this way? He does not. Faded is in. Faded has made it in. Now it's just one squad leader. There's only so much he can do, but he's in there. They got somebody on the garrison down here as well. Viking tried to come around the corner and get a rocket into that garrison. Gets himself a kill. There's the garrison. I don't know what killed him. I didn't hear a shot, so I don't know what killed him. All of a sudden, I just saw his body go flying. But here comes the P4. Should be able to take out that garrison. It definitely would have been called out. What? It's a two-man. Okay, I was gonna say it's a two-man. Garrison is still alive. Garrison has spawned. Garrison is safe. There goes the P4 pushing right past it. Now Faded is up in here. He's probably pushing in, trying to support Faded's squad. Faded has an OP nearby, but he's not quite able to get into the circle. He must have just placed that. Here comes the P4 pushing up, looking to get this cap pressure going. Faded might be able to get his OP up here in just a second. If he does not die. Holy Jesus Christ. How the hell did this happen? Let me take a look at the map, man. You guys just slipped in. I was watching down here, tank battles and stuff. Next thing I know, your infantry has just pushed through. Wow. Okay. Nice. Nice. Way to make me look stupid by being that good. Nearly had it. They nearly had it. I got so focused on this slipping in. The P4 got himself something here. 76 gets taken out with the help of the P4 and the Tiger long range. Tiger back here is shooting across, so 76 is down. Here goes the P4 getting into this nice position. They are still capping over at recon camp though, so that's the SBA. I want to head over to recon camp, but I want to watch this too. That SBA is in trouble. P4 catches a rocket from Torin, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, the P4 missed. And the P4 gets taken down before he gets the kill. Recon camp is being pulled back. Tank pushing up. Here's a Tiger. Does look like Glows is stabilizing pretty good. Still quite a few guys pushing in on a narrow front here. They have pretty much lost their presence in the circle, though. Scooby-Doo there on the back side. As a squad leader, I don't think he has an OP up anymore. Might be able to survive long enough to get one back up if they don't find him. Vikings heading straight towards him. These guys will try to spread out here on either side of this road here so they can move across the T intersection. Grink is taken down by Toxic. This guy's being forced into a narrow front. I don't think we can be able to do it. Was that the air? It was supplies. Okay. Let's see. I just saw a red parachute. Okay, this is stable for Glows. They didn't cap it. So I technically didn't miss anything. I don't know why I'm so bad about catching those, man. It'd be like crazy pressure going on somewhere that I'm watching it intently and not realize there's a cap happening. I don't know. I get into the action. It's my bad. Get into the action. These tanks have cleaned this up back here. Things are still looking strong here at Roadblock. Fart got taken down. His OP still alive. This gap is technically still here. We'll see if he can slip through. Dr. Osama running straight past him. Gets Dr. Osama in the back. Should be able to get some more spawn-ins. Again, just one squad. Shouldn't be able to do too much damage. What's going on over here? Oceanic Ocelots has made us a slip all the way through down on the south side. So that cat brush that they had going on really messed things up for Glows. Pfizer trying to chase down this tiger. They got spawns all over the place back here too, so yeah, Oceanic Ocelots, nice strong hold in the south. Looks like Faded moved his OP, has been spotted by the flare. Still close to that garrison, but Pfizer's gonna chase that tiger until he gets it. Alright, these guys are all spread out all over the place now. Faded still has a squad over here, but I don't think he realizes that garrison's over there. There, he gets cleaned up by Scooby-Doo, who is making his way towards the OP. They were trying to get a double drop going. There's the OP. Scooby-Doo pops the OP. He does get cleaned up, but he got the OP. And here comes the tank. Cleaned up. Rocket's coming across from Dr. Osama, but it's his own tank, so. Oceanic Ocelots has reestablished their line. They do have a nice attack coming up from the south. Just one squad pushing the pressure up from the south. Might be able to cause enough of a distraction that they can push the front door again. Not Jared has his OP all the way back here. Should be able to move it soon if he wants to. I don't know if he wants his OP this close. That's pretty up in there. No, he just got taken out trying to run across the field. Don't run across the field. Not when you're that close to the point. Last pizza roll. I thought I saw somebody go back this way. Yeah, repurpose. Pfizer still chasing that tiger tank. Here comes another P4. 24 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Pfizer's making his run. Here comes Repurpose pushing out. Wants to cover him. Last pizza roll. Goes down. Barbershop just spawned in right there. Pfizer going for the tank. Pfizer gets Barbershop. Repurpose going for whatever spawn was over here. Must have been an OP. No cap pressure going on. Pfizer laying low in the bushes. Wait for this P4 to make a mistake. I don't know where the tiger went. There he is. He's further north. Take another look at the map. There is a light that's working his way through back here. Catching some rockets. Oh, misses. Here comes the medium pushing up. Catches another rocket. Just gets completely annihilated. Pulled enough guys away from the front, though. Put the tanks out of position. So bought themselves a few minutes to reestablish their line. They are struggling down here in the south. They do have this P4 down here who is still being chased by Pfizer. He'll probably go and try and get himself in a position to put pressure on Roadblock, I would think. Their tanks are still out of position. They've got 4 tanks right here. Imagine if a precision strike had come down when they were bunched up and took all 4 out at one time. Wouldn't that be something? Now, I'm not sure what their play is with their tanks. They're moving all their tanks out. They do have one pushing towards the P4. Along with Space Alien, who should have just had eyes on it, I think, while it's pushing across. I think Space Alien's going to try and get a rocket on him. Yeah, he's taking shots at the medium. Here comes the supply truck trying to get the garrison back up. Got 2 mediums lighting him up from down here. He's trying to move, trying to reposition. He's so much trouble right now. It's a 2-man. He's got 2 tanks looking at him. Rocket's coming across. He's hurt. And there he goes, taken down. You guys again. With one more round from downtown, just to make sure he's dead. Now there is the supply truck. The driver is dead, though. There's a couple squad leaders over here, so maybe if they ignore that supply truck line, it's off the map. It's going to be hard to get. But if they ignore it long enough, they might be able to get to it. A couple of tanks pushing across down here now towards these garrisons. These guys are all over each other right now. There's mixing in the lines down here on the south like crazy. Oceanic Ocelots has a bunch of guys in their back line. Here comes Repurpose heading this way too, so you should know they have this garrison back up. Here comes the tanks blasting it up. Did that just get the garrison? It kind of looked like it did. Garrison destroyed. And there is another tank here. What is this? Let me lock on. It's a Tiger. Trying to get some shots on that medium over there. Nothing. Oh, you know, here's some shooting behind us. Jared goes down. He was... Oh, there's garrison here, and Fader's on top of it. Fader got himself a garrison. Missed the OP, but he got the garrison. There is a lot down here. Looks like Glows has repositioned a lot of their guys down here to stop this attack. They know there's tanks trying to push them from down here in the south. Here's the Tiger catching rockets. At least one of the mediums got cleaned up by the P4. There's the other medium coming around from the north. He is being repaired by Pfizer, or was. Havy was on top of the Tiger, but that Tiger's just blasting the crap out of this medium, and he gets taken down by Snake. Glow's tanks making the comeback. 76 catching some rounds already over here. Oh, he's catching a lot of rounds. I'm not even sure where they're coming from. He just got something over here. I think that was the Puma. Got himself a Puma that was on the road. He's gonna have to back off and repair again, though. There's the SPA shooting across. They do have their own SPA back here, keeping this. This SPA is actually pushed forward pretty far. They're feeling pretty comfortable right now. They're getting a lot more aggressive. As long as Glows doesn't manage to slip anybody through, though, they're just slowly marching their line forward. And it looks really good on the map. Both sides taking an even number of casualties, so there's no real significant breaks through. There's a couple of guys slipping through right here for Glows, it looks like, but as soon as they start lighting up spawns back here, they're going to know. We'll see. I've already missed a few infiltrations from Oceanic Ocelots, so quite a few Glows guys swinging down here in the south. They did have this build up over here, which is what I'm looking at right now. So maybe they'll swing down here. Hard to say. They've been doing this the whole time. It's just that there's only a few avenues that you can actually approach, and I feel like this is one of the spots too. Like, there's not a lot of bushes. There's some trees, but there's no bushes. So it's very open down here. You have to use the hedgerows. And you can see a lot of Oceanic Ocelots pushing out down here, moving from hedgerow to hedgerow to make sure it stays clear. Feeling strong down here. Oceanic Ocelots not feeling as strong up here in the north, but they said before they've got good garrison spread. Should be able to hold on to this pretty good. 17 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, so they're definitely not going to want to get too aggressive. Or maybe they do. The fight is spreading all the way up to the very north edge of the map. They dodge and repurpose. Have to run into each other. Squad leader fight. Here comes repurpose. Running right past him. He sees him. And he got him! Oh, I'm so glad that I caught that. There you go, repurpose. I better see that clipped. That one was just for you. That was a nice awareness. Spotted him behind that tree, too. Squad leader fight. Love those. Still looking strong up here in the north, moving their lines forward. The tank battles in the south. If Glows can win a solid tank exchange down here, clear these tanks out, they might be able to make a good push. 16 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm pretty sure I just saw this 76 catch an SBA round in the back. Say Woo heading that way. Maybe get the repair, comes the next round. Oh yeah, that SBA's got his name. Are they more accurate than Artie? Is that like the trade-off? They're more accurate than Artie? 'Cause it really seems like he can pinpoint launch these rounds. Does he have eyes on it right now? He's shooting with the tiger back there. Got the tiger back there. Or whatever that was. I guess I don't know that it was a tiger. It just kind of looked like it. In fact, let's go find out. It was a tiger. Yeah, he got the tiger. Say Woo probably helped him a little bit with his repairs. SPA now feeling very exposed. I don't know if that 76 can get a shot on him where he is, though. I don't think so. I think he's kind of around the curve. More Oceanic Ocelot guys pushing up from the south. They're trying to swing down through here and clear this out. They are well into the red zone down here. Looking very strong on the south side. Got another tank pushing up over here now with that tiger being destroyed. Feeling a little safer with their tanks. Pretty good, fellas. Got a couple tanks down here in the south. They've got a 76 pushing up to lock the circle down. Maybe. I don't know, he might drive through, but they got the half track back there. Nice spawns. They don't know it, but they're not infiltrated anywhere except for Coco back there is going for the long walk. I mean, might work. Might work. All right, what am I hearing? Supplies. Let's say I hear a bombing run. Yeah, there it is. I just couldn't see it. That looks like it must be an Oceanic Ocelots bombing run then. I don't think it got too much. There's some more spawn-ins right behind it too, so still quite a few guys here. Oceanic Ocelots moving up. Takes some casualties, though. Pieces squad still holding the front. Siri gets the kill. SPA round gets the other kill. I'm hearing ricochets down here in the south. It looks like a Luke's has gotten aggressive. Is all up underneath the 76. Here comes the other medium now. Trying to help this out. Hard to kill a 76 with the Lukes. And there goes the Lukes to the medium. Saves his buddy. He might have actually got... Without the other tank, he might have been able to do it. Just keep up underneath him and just blast the crap out of him. So got the tanks down here in the south. There is a number of glows guys spreading that way, but with the infantry in the tank, should be able to keep it well under control. 13 minutes left on the clock. There is a handful of Oceanic Ocelot guys getting close to recon camp again, and this time I'm actually paying attention, so we'll see if they can get in there. You got them apples over there as well, swinging around the backside as a squad leader. Moved right past Fragger. Should be able to get an OP up, so he does have an OP up back there. Trying to figure out where it's lit up. There's Repurpose again. Now Fragger's looking the other way. I think he's also got an OP that's lit up. So these guys are trying to find each other. Fragger has massive amounts of reinforcements heading his way, though. Fragger finally spots them apples and takes them out. Gas mask maybe found the OP? No? No. Ran right past it? Fragger got it. Fragger got it. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, is that OP really gonna live? That would be crazy. True Bird trying to make his way across. The squad leader gets taken out. Grink gets taken out. And Oceanic Ocelots has been pushed back a little bit. Gang and Perpy trying to come around here on the south side. Rowdy waiting for him. Rowdy's actually looking the other way. Oh, Rowdy comes around a corner and spots Perpy. He's just running hedge to hedge, I bet. I do that quite a bit. You go one side to the other and just keep watching. Gang pushing down. Is he close to any spawns? He is fairly close to some spawns. Might be able to get himself some back shots here, too. Ooh. Getting himself some kills. Oh, that MG was... Yeah, cat up there on the rooftop. Belgian gate. What do you, like, climb up on that lamp, then? You Belgian gate to the lamp, and then the lamp to the roof? I'll have to practice that a little bit. That could be the way to get to some of these old positions you can't get to anymore. Did see some pressure going on the front door over here. I saw some rockets coming out from T, hitting the 76. And he paid for it. And I do see SPA heading down here to the south. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Oceanic Ocelots a little on the aggressive side, but they're still safe. No infiltrations, so... They are pretty free to do this. Generally, once you hit that 10-minute mark, you kind of want to turtle up, but... Is there a garrison back here? What was he just shooting at? He just shot right here. Shot the ground in front of himself just then, huh? But killed these guys? I don't know what just killed it. I think it might have been Snake that killed those guys. It looked weird. He shot the ground and then they died. See flares going off up there in the north. Still trying to pressure the front door. Things feel pretty safe. Chami managed to make it up there by himself. Maybe if he takes that garrison out. It ricocheted off of the Alpha map, I think. Do it again. Yeah. Yeah, he's like ricocheting rounds. Is he doing it on purpose? Like, is he trying to ricochet into this? What the fuck? It's gotta just be like the game glitching out, because... Boom! Yeah, it's... He's like hitting the backside of this hedge with an arcing round that shouldn't be able to hit the backside of that hedge. Almost just took out Jared because of that. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Did he just shoot 2 rounds in a row, too? What the hell is going on with the SPA? I don't know. I just got plenty of footage of it happening, though, so we'll let someone else figure that out. AT gun back here, tanks back here. 2 tanks and an AT gun trying to keep this push going up down here on the south side. Glow's actually looking pretty strong here. In my distraction with the SPA, I'm missing a pretty big attack that's happening on the center point. Glow's managed to make it up to the edge of this hedgerow, but they're still a long ways from the circle. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left of the clock. Rockets going into the side of the 76. Looked like he just about had a shot on that SBA. But can he take it out? Catches another rocket. That's 3 rockets now. Yeah, he might want to consider getting out of there. Is that a, not an, is that an active repair station? I can't tell. It is, so he is being repaired. Here comes the other tanks pushing up, trying to help this attack. That looked like the AT gun was shooting at the sky. All right, 76. It's going to be up to you. You don't have a lot of support down here. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, and you've got 3 tanks, 2 tanks and an SBA pushing your way with an AT gun shooting from behind. What do they have back here? Just the 1 tank. They've got a light and a recon back there. There's already coming down. I hear a bombing run. Way on the backside. Going over the tanks. Took out the garrison, I guess? No, the garrison's safe. He just hit the tanks a little bit, but didn't even kill them, so... Didn't seem like that productive of a bombing run. 76 and the Tiger dueling it out. 76 loses. They desperately needed to keep that 76. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Glows has the tanks to make this push. It's weird ricocheting rounds. Like, I understand that one, like, hit the edge of the map, I guess, and, like, ricocheted off it, but some of these just look really weird. Ricochet's going off on the Tiger here. These guys trying to get their ATs in place. They're getting blasted up by these tanks, but they're causing the distraction. There's only 5 minutes left on the clock. 3 minutes for Glows to get this cap going. They cannot keep stalling up like this. They need to push in. There's Javi. They do still have this garrison down here. The garrison is still live and active. Rockets coming across into the P4. That is definitely the right target. You want to take out the weaker tanks first because you have a better chance of killing them fast. Another spawning on the garrison, but the infantry's pushing up and have it locked down. There's Siri all on his own. More reinforcements coming out of the point now. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Glows trying to throw everything they have into this attack. They're clear to do so. There's nothing pressuring recon camp. They're even starting to get the cap going. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock. Trying to push these tanks into a lot of cap pressure. Push some guys into the zone up here on the north side. They've got most of their team in the area. If I was Oceanic Ocelots, I would drop the reinforce right now. Drop that reinforce. Look at this push. Look at this push. The momentum. You can feel it. The tank's pushing up. AT's hiding in the bushes waiting for it. Here comes the bombing run from Oceanic Ocelots. Very out of position. Took too long. I know it's hard to time, but yeah, they were already past. But oh my goodness, the rockets into the tank are just shredding them. Still no reinforce. He's feeling very confident and safe. There goes the Tiger. 1 P4 has managed to make it in. Caught around from the 76 as his own SBA round landed right on top of him. Should get cleaned up by the 76. I'm not sure if the 76 can see him. Yes, he can indeed. Boom. The P4 goes down. And with it, just about any hope that Glow had of getting in here and taking this. There's a massive spawning on the half track. 45 seconds left for Glow to get this cap pressure going. I don't think they have it. I think Ocelots has done it. SBA rounds coming in where the 76 was. Lots of Oceanic Ocelots pushing out down here on the south side, trying to clear out this infantry barbershop with the flamethrower. Supplies coming down, trying to get that front line red zone garrison up. Perpy in the front. Rockets coming across now. Say woo with the flamethrower. Come on, Woo. Give me a flamethrower kill. No, you got shot instead. And there you have it. Time is up. Oceanic Ocelots takes the victory. All right. Well, that was a good match. I apologize for any goofy things I may have said or done, because I am a strange person. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're just going to watch this action here for the next few minutes, and then we'll take a look at the combat scores at the end. The medium pushing through. Being chased. Wicked Grin just shooting him for fun. Ooh, he's gonna go get this SPA. They even hurt him? Guy's just blasting this thing. There it goes. Got tag teamed, man. Tanks just driving through, causing chaos. Very happy tankers here. They know they did the job. Oceanic Ocelot's tanks did very well. Those tanks did pretty good. There was a few times where they just got outshot, I guess. I don't want to say outplayed because the positioning was good. They got outshot. Caught a ricochet or something. I don't know. There was a few of the matches or a few of the tank battles I just didn't see either, so it's hard to catch everything. Boom! And Squidward with the tank kill at the end. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the combat scores. Oh, what do we got? 1178 Thundercock, 1185 Dolem, 1460 Just As, 1265. Could see that's tank. There we go. Cactus, 1348, 1048 Perpy. Some nice, lots of people with plus 1,000. Over here on Glow's side, 1419 from Puck Clutch, 1081 from Big Shrimp. Some very good combat scores. Well played, both teams. That was a good match. I really liked the lines, the battle lines. Oceanic Ocelot held their line really well, and they had their defenders reacting really fast to the infiltrations. So anytime that there was anywhere where Glows was breaking through, they immediately were sending guys over there and cleaning it up. I liked what I was seeing with the tanks from both teams, and keeping your tanks with your infantry, keeping them supported. The AT gun on Glows especially was really good. They managed to root that 76 out from behind that house, so never be afraid to put up an AT gun. It could make the difference. Glows almost had that middle point, ish. The Oceanic Ocelots really almost had the fourth point, and I almost missed it entirely. I apologize for that. It slips me sometimes. I don't know why. It just does. But I'm going to shut it down there. Thank you, everybody who watched, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Take it easy.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em